Hello, happy Sunday. Y'all caught me making notes. So if anybody was here immediately, you caught me making notes in my book for our chat tonight. So today is Sunday, and a couple of you all are coming on here, so hopefully Facebook is going to cooperate with us tonight. Yeah, it's been really good to us the last couple of weeks. So it stayed on the whole time, and it has shown us comments the whole time. So yeah, fingers crossed again tonight. And hey, Mary. Yeah, it's good. So we're seeing comments. Awesome. So Facebook, you're off to a good start. Hey, Michelle. So hopefully it's going to be good to us tonight, and it's going to let us make it all the way through the chat without barfing. Hey, Melanie. That would be awesome if it did that. Hey, Carol. So yeah, if you were here early, Allie. Hey, Allie, you caught me writing in my book. Hey, Kim. Just making some additional notes in here because we're going to have a little bit of fun tonight. Hey, Claudie. Hey, Joyce. Hey, Sandra from Dingman's Ferry. So hopefully y'all have fun every week. Hey, Jackie. But tonight we're going to have a little bit of magical fun. I don't know, a little bit of magical fun, and you all will see in just a second, or not just a second, you'll see it towards the end of the chat. Hey, Janice, and hey, Sybil. So y'all caught me writing some notes because I had to write some notes about our magical fun that we're going to have at the end of the chat. And hey, Lynn, yep, also from South Carolina. And hey, Beryl, yeah, and Beryl, you've been downgraded to a tropical storm, so sorry, you are no longer a hurricane. Sorry, yeah. Hey, another Mary. Hey, Nora. And hey, Liliana. Yeah, so Liliana, you made it here early tonight. Good. Hey, Lynn. Hey, Lynn. And hi, guys. Hey, Jennifer. So tonight is, and hey, Sylvia. So tonight is Sunday, and I don't know why I looked to see if it was Sunday. I had to look at my notes. Today is Sunday. Of course it is. And it's July 8th. Hey, Kathy. And if you're joining us with us live, if you're here with us live tonight, hello, hi everyone. I'll try to get to everyone to say hello. Hey, Betty. Yeah, and Beryl says hi, LOL, because she's only a tropical storm now. She's no longer a hurricane. And hey, Kathy, aloha, Kathy. Hey, Shelly. So if you're joining us here live on Sunday night here on Facebook, hey, hello. Hey, Joanne, and hey, Azma. Hey, Lori. And if you're joining us later on Facebook, or if you're joining us later on YouTube, please do still say hello, and I will see it in the comments, and I will say hello back to you. And let's see. Oh, somebody tried to pop in, so it took me off for a second. Hey, Jacqueline. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Cynthia. Yeah, and Cynthia's listening to us on her way home. Awesome. Yeah, where are you on your way home from? And hey, Kay. So if you're watching us later on YouTube and you don't want to hear all the hey hellos, hello, Lisa, then you just needed to either join us live, or you're going to have to skip to the after the hey hello part. So, yeah. Oh, and Sylvia made That Man's Turkey Tenderloin tonight, and she said it was delish. Yay! I'm so happy. That is actually my favorite now. Hey, Marlene from Florida. Yeah, we're headed to Florida soon. Hey, Nancy. Hey, Allison. Good to see you. Hey, Crystal, and hey, Randy. So, and hey, Liz. So, yeah, hopefully you're watching this with us live. Hey, Melissa. And if you are not, so sorry, maybe you should next time. Maybe you should watch it with us live next time. Hey, Angela, and hey, Stephanie. And hey, Melissa, happy Sunday. So if you watch it with us live, you're already here. Yeah, you're already here if you're watching it with us live. And hey, Carla, and if you're not watching it with us live, if you go to Facebook and if you have an egg, so if you find where this is, and hey, Kathy, and then follow the page, not the closed group, but if you follow the page, and then when you follow it, and there's a little thing that you can click down and it says show first. If you do that, then you'll be notified if you're on Facebook, then you can join us, and you can join us live. Yeah, and Kay thought she missed us. Nope, we're here, Kay. We are here. Okay, so it is July the 8th, and we do have some fun for the very end of the chat. So as usual, I'm going to say that I'll talk really fast. I'm not really going to talk. Maybe I do talk really fast, but I'm going to fill it up with a whole bunch of stuff. So we're going to end up going over anyway. And hey, Popsicle, hello. So YouTube people, if you're watching this later, just say hi, hello, and pretty please subscribe. Oh, Cynthia's driving through the Georgia Blue Ridge Mountains. Awesome. Yeah, awesome. On our way home from seeing some family. So if you're watching this with us later on YouTube, please say hello. And please, pretty please subscribe, and that way that you will know next time when it's time, when we have another chat. And hello, Renee. And you can also, figure out how to go back over to Facebook so that you can be with us live, one night. So this is our 79th chat. And hey, Carol's on vacation and she's watching from the hotel. Yay! Where are we vacationing, Carol? Where am I on vacation? And hey, Lisa, where am I on vacation at, Carol? That'd be, fun. Hello, Casey. So, okay, Casey is with us, and I was waiting to see if either Casey or Alan was on here. Hello, Karen, other Karen, Windstar Karen. So, what I was going to say is, everybody who's here, all of you all, oh yeah, and no pigtails, because Karen didn't get to walk again today, her daughter, son-in-law, and grandbaby, and Kelly's walking at the Oneida, Tennessee Park and watching, yay, I'm not too far from there, and hey, Stacy, and hey, everybody. So, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, so her daughter, son-in-law, and the grandbaby have all moved from, apparently I'm vacationing in Lake Erie, Pennsylvania. Awesome. Have moved back from South Korea. So they were moving this weekend. I don't know why she thinks she has to spend time with them, but I won't be here the next 2 Sundays. Does anybody want to guess where I'll be? Hey, Evie. I'll be here. Like, we're going to still do our chats the next 2 Sunday nights, but I will not physically be in Knoxville to walk with Karen the next 2 Sundays. So, yeah, so I don't know what I'm fussing about. But anyway, so no pigtails tonight because we didn't get to walk. Instead, I am packing over here. We have quite the little mess going on over here in the loft. When you already have a small space and then you add more stuff to that small space, it gets out of hand really quick. But anyway, Casey, since you're here, I was going to tell everybody, it is Alan's birthday. So I have to sing. I can't sing, but all day long I've been singing a song that I made up, I don't know, a long time ago. I guess Casey, yeah, and everybody's right. Hello, Cheryl. Everybody's right. Yeah, you're all guessing Disney. Yeah, you're very smart. So there's my pass holder, thing. And hey, Sherry. Yeah, Sherry lives in Helenwood, Tennessee. Awesome. I'm not really sure where is Helenwood, but Alan it's Allan. And everybody say happy birthday to Alan. He is 25 years old today, and so he is a quarter of a century old. And so in case you're new here and you don't know, Casey is my daughter and Alan is my son-in-law, and they're the parents of the most beautiful child that ever existed, Alyssa. So yeah, so it's Alan's birthday, Allan. And if you want to tag him in this, you can, because I think when he's on here that he's taggable. But anyway, so happy birthday to Alan. And Casey knows I like to make up silly songs. And so all day long I've been singing, and this is not great singing, but this is your birthday song. It's your birthday all day long. Birthday, 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 happy, happy birthday, and just different variations of that. So anyway, happy birthday, Alan. Yay! Okay, so let me think. So July 8th is Alan's birthday. So he won't have his birthday on our next year's chat, because that'll be should be the 9th, unless it is leap year. Okay. Let's see. Oh, and Kelly, one of the Kellys is asking if Sherry goes to her Weight Watchers meeting. That would be so funny and so cool if she did. Okay, but so today is and hello, Shirley Ann. Today is Sunday, July 8th. It is also Alan's birthday, Allan, Alan's birthday. And Helenwood, I know where that is. That's silly. Yes, Sherry, I know where Helenwood is. Duh, yeah, I've been there a million times. And hey, Myra. So hello, everybody, because once I start talking, if I look away, I won't see you say, hey, hello. So, yeah, so if I miss you saying, hey, hello, just keep on saying, hey, hello. And Lisa, yes, there will be meetings next week. So I will not be in Knoxville, but yes, we're having, hey, Kay from Abingdon, Virginia. Yes, we will be having a chat next week. And fortunately, next week, our chat will be in a warmer climate than the last on-location chat that we had. Last time it was, I don't think I'm exaggerating, the last on-location chat that we had was high 30s maybe, and we were stuck outside because we were in a camper that we couldn't get in. We couldn't go inside for the chat. We had to stay outside. So this next Sunday's chat, or this next Sunday, the Sunday coming up, a week from today, we will be on location in Disney again. And hey, Debbie, and Debbie's just in time, but we'll be on location in Disney again, but it will be much warmer. Now, you might see the opposite. You might see us, stripping off clothes or, whatever, trying to you know, trying to cool off, but at least we won't be sitting out. Oh, and Sylvia says that may have been the first chat she saw. So Sylvia, if I had on this ridiculous toboggan, which by the way, a toboggan is a hat, it's not a sled. But anyway, and we were sitting out there going, whoa, you know, about to die. It was so cold. It was so cold. So fortunately this year it's going to be a teensy bit warmer, or this chat, it's going to be a teensy bit warmer. Yeah, and Debbie says all was fine, don't listen to her. I'm shocked Debbie even still talks to me because it was, it was horrible. Okay, so everybody has said happy birthday to Alan, or if you haven't, you still have a chance. You can say happy birthday to him. And I'm going to start talking. The first thing I want to do is to show you a couple of new things. Since Debbie's here, I will show you what I got for her that I'm taking down to Orlando with me. Some of you all know that I entered 4 times, not 1 time, not 2 times, not 3 times, but 4 times in a contest over on Instagram. And today was the last day to enter, but it was for G. Hughes sugar-free barbecue sauce and for Dax seasonings. And so they had like a combo, they teamed up together. I don't even know what the prize is. I don't even know what you get if you win. But I entered 4 times. So I don't know, maybe I'll at least get an honorable mention, but I had fun. It was all delicious. I happened to have already had the G. Hughes sugar-free barbecue sauce in my refrigerator because I had purchased it for something else. But we kind of had sidetracked, and while we were talking about the barbecue sauce, we started talking about the ketchup. Well, I had not purchased any of the ketchup, so I did find it, and I'm going to say they only had 3 bottles on the shelf. Don't know what that was about. Don't know if that's because it's that good or if it's just because they're trying it out, but this one is mine, and Debbie, yours is already over in the packing stack. So Debbie's going to get a bottle of this, but this is G. Hughes sugar-free ketchup. They already have barbecue sauce, and the barbecue, I did buy more today yesterday at Publix, but the barbecue sauce comes in, I think it's like regular honey and hickory, and I already had the hickory, and so I bought the honey yesterday. And then the ketchup, okay, so I bought that at Publix. The barbecue sauce, the G. Hughes sugar-free barbecue sauce, I bought at Publix. They do also have it at our Kroger, but they did not have the sugar-free ketchup, the G. Hughes sugar-free ketchup. They did not have that at my Publix. So I went to Kroger and bought that for myself and for Debbie. I haven't cracked mine open yet. Might wait and try it with Debbie. I don't know. But anyway, so it is 0 smart points for a tablespoon, and it is sugar-free. And if the ketchup tastes anything like the barbecue sauce, it's going to be a winner. Okay, 3 more things that I found, and they're all similar, but I had never seen these. And from our Bring on the Barbecue chat, I wish that I had had these last week and I would have used them in our chat, and I will probably use some of the G. Hughes on them too, but I don't know if have y'all ever seen these before? I found when I went back to get some more turkey tenderloin, let me say really quickly, because I just completely glazed over this. So if you're watching this on Facebook, or if you're watching this live with us on Facebook, I do appreciate thumbs ups and hearts and comments, and even comments later if you're not watching it live, because those are love bucks, and that's how Casey and I get paid. We don't ask for any money, so we just ask that you send us love instead. And the love helps us to share, and thank you. So all of a sudden y'all are doing that. Yeah, thank you for the thumbs ups and the hearts. So that's the only way that we ask that you all, pay us. And if you're watching it later on YouTube, you can still like, you can share, you can subscribe. Subscribing is like my very favorite, love buck ever. I don't know why it excites me so much, but anyway, it just kind of does. And so if you're watching it one of those 2 places, or sharing. So the sharing, you can share it from Facebook. So after we get done with the chat tonight, this video will be posted. No, it's Randy's asking if it's Stubbs. It is G. Hughes. I know this is backwards, but can you see that? G. Hughes, sugar-free, and they have this is ketchup, and they also have barbecue sauce. But anyway, so after we're done tonight, then this will get posted. This video will get posted here on the Facebook page, and it will also, I'll share it on in the If You Have an Egg group, and in a couple of, in a couple other places. But if you'll share the video, that also counts as love bucks. And if you will, when you're on YouTube, if you share it, that way other people can find us, because there are, I just talked to some people this week. I talked to one girl that her meeting location was closing down. She has nowhere to go. There is no other meeting location near her. She's stuck. She doesn't have anywhere to go. So it's not that she doesn't want to go, or that she, let's see. Oh, and Melissa says, is the heart on Instagram the like you wanted us to click? Yes, ma'am. Yes. If you double click on it, if you double click on Instagram, yes, that heart is a like on Instagram. But this lady that I was talking to, her location's just going away. So it's not a matter of not wanting to go. It's not a matter of finances or whatever. Her location is evaporating, and there's nowhere else within driving distance for her to go. Talked to another lady that their at work meeting is going to close, so she's going to have to try and find, or they just decided not to do it anymore because they don't have enough participation. So she's going to have to find another meeting location. I talked to lots of people who are having financial hardships. They're either they're retired, they've lost a job. They're just, for whatever reason, having, some financial hardships, and they either need this as a fill-in until they're back on their feet, or, in some cases as their regular meetings. So I know a lot of you all found us, from the YouTube videos. So this is all free. The Facebook videos are free. The things we post on Facebook are free. The YouTube videos are free. So for people who don't have a meeting to go to, or financially can't, afford it, this is free. It's free. It really is free. But another way to help Casey and I be able to do this, if you go to the blog, if you go to www.ifyouhaveanegg.com, and if you find a recipe that you like, if you'll like it, please like the recipe, share it with someone else. But I will say there are some affiliate sponsors on. We do have a couple of affiliate sponsors on the blog on www.ifyouhaveanegg.com. And please do not just click on things just to be clicking on them. But if you do see something that you like, or if there's an ad, if you'll watch it, or if you're interested, hello Kim, if you're interested, do not click just to click. But if you're interested and you purchase it, then we do get some money back, so that we can pay for things like hosting, and because I just had to pay the hosting fee for the year again. I'm still having to pay the hosting fee for Google, even though Google hasn't they haven't released us, I guess, from privacy jail. I don't know. Anyway, there's a lot of fees that are associated with this. So if y'all, if you can help out that way, don't send us cash. But liking, sharing, subscribing, going to the blog, www.ifyouhaveanegg.com, and thank you for sharing that, Casey. Those are all ways you can help. Okay, Joyce wants to know if anybody needs an accountability buddy. So if somebody out there needs an accountability buddy, she's willing to be one. She wants to be one. Hey, Nikki. So, somebody latch on to that. The other three items I was going to show you real quick. These were new to me. I wish we'd had them last week. Jenny O. Oh, I was going to get my, that's what distracted me. I was going to get my turkey tenderloin, because I've gotten to where I buy one now. I buy one and to use that week, and then I put one in the freezer just in case, because I've been a couple of times, and I don't know if I'm selling them out. I don't really think I am, but I don't know if I'm selling them out, or if other people have just discovered them, or whatever. Oh, it looks like Sylvia needs a buddy, and Beryl needs a buddy. Beryl's willing to be a buddy, so y'all, hook up with each other. So I've had to panic a couple of times when I've gotten there and they've only had the Applewood smoked one that's already seasoned, and y'all know I don't want mine seasoned. So I've been buying those extra. Well, they had these sitting up front, and I had never seen these. I don't know if y'all have or not, but these are, I think there were 4 or 5 smart points each. I'll have to go back and see which ones are which, but the Jenny O, this one is turkey bratwurst. Look how fat those suckers are, and I'm going to try them in the air fryer. And then Jenny O, they're all Jenny O, sweet Italian, and yes, I know it's backwards. Sweet Italian turkey sausage, lean, all natural, and then Jenny O hot Italian sausage. Oh, and Jackie's had them. Yeah. Okay, and Jennifer wants to know what an accountability buddy is. So you do not need to be near each other. No, accountability buddies just check in on each other. So you just make sure you're doing okay. If you're having a bad day, you know, it's kind of like a sponsor. Not really, but it's kind of like a sponsor. You know, if you just need to check in with somebody, or it's nice to check in on someone and say, hey, how you doing today? Or like if somebody's getting ready to eat I'm just gonna say a bag of potato chips. You know, you might need to call somebody and go, oh my gosh, talk me down off of this. I have this bag of potato chips and I'm getting ready to open them. So yeah, okay. Let's see. And Liliana says they are 4 points. Okay, they're 4. I think one of them's 5, but still though 5, and it's huge. They're like this big. Okay, so hey Linda, good to see you. Okay, so I'm gonna set these over here. Actually, I'm gonna put them back in the refrigerator real quick. Hold on, just a second. I promise I will be right back. But I saw a thing on the news this morning about people getting food poisoning from leaving their food out for cookouts. So yeah, so I just ran those right back over there real quick. Okay, so questions. What's the next question? Who attended their meeting last week? So who attended a physical meeting last week and you sat your bottom in a chair and you listened to somebody talk and you went and listened? So give me some thumbs ups if you attended your physical meeting last week. You actually went there. And you know what? If you went last week, if you physically went last week, you're going to get double bravos because you went the week of July 4th. That is awesome. So thumbs ups for everybody who attended last week. Yep, Liz did, Kay did. Looks like a lot of you did. And if you attended here, so if you were with us last week, let's see some hearts. And if you did both, just keep doing hearts. Yeah, Lynn did both. Julie's online only. So Julie, let's see some hearts if you attended here with us last week. So online only people, here's a great place. Here's a great place for you to come to a meeting. It's a perfect place for you to come to a meeting. So yeah, so if you attended here with us last week, hearts or both hearts. So thumbs ups for a physical meeting. Ooh, Jackie's lost 1.2 this month. Awesome. Okay, and hearts if you attended with us. Okay, bravo stickers. Oh my gosh, there's so many of you all. So there's a ton of thumbs ups, but there's even more hearts. So that means y'all were here with us or you did both. So yeah, bravo stickers. And for attending the week of July 4th, so if you bothered to be with us Sunday night or to attend your physical meeting last week during a holiday week. Oh wait, and Angela lost 2.8 and she got her 25-pound charm. Woohoo! Awesome. So Angela gets an extra bravo sticker. So everybody that attended last week, it was a holiday week, and it's a holiday week that would have been really easy to get distracted with. So yeah, Carla attended both and she lost 3.6 pounds. Awesome. And Sylvia says, love your meetings. Thank you, Sylvia. Kay lost 1.8. Great. Denise lost 3.2. Oh my gosh, y'all are great. Bravo stickers. You guys are awesome. So awesome. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm enjoying reading these. Yeah. Myra was on vacation, but she still watched. Extra bravo sticker. You guys are awesome. Okay. There's a discussion. Okay. Popsicles. Popsicles got an Aldi now. So there's a cool Aldi discussion going on. So in case y'all aren't following this, go ahead and read along. And Jackie says she's at goal, so it's a bonus for her. Yeah. Oh, and Sybil says we were at 108 viewers a minute ago. Woo! Awesome, great guys. Thank you. This is thank you, but yay! Okay, so all my Bravo sticker girls, very good. Let's talk about, because we do have something really fun at the end. I know we usually talk a whole lot about food at the beginning, but this time we're going to have the fun thing. You have to stick all the way to the end. So let's see, Michelle was about 3 minutes, said hi, and then her internet took a dive. Oh no. And Debbie's down too. Awesome. Yeah, she said yippee skippy. So oh yeah, okay. And sorry, Joyce is saying telling Popsicle to watch the chat about Aldi. So I'm gonna sidetrack because y'all know how much I love to do that. Do y'all know that every single chat that we've ever had is posted on YouTube? And Kathy's asking what number it is. Okay, so I didn't used to number them because I honestly never thought that y'all would keep showing up. Yeah, and Veronica's down too. Awesome, Veronica. So yeah, so I honestly Oh, and Sylvia said she tried to find an ASL keyboard to say something to me. Yay. But I honestly never thought that you all would keep, I never thought people would keep showing up. So in the beginning, I didn't number them. I just went back through and counted them. So the Aldi chat, if you look up, hey, Kim from Nova Scotia. So if you look up, if you get onto YouTube and you just look, if you search, because I looked for it today, Weight Watchers Aldi chat. So I typed in Weight Watchers Aldi chat, and I was like the first or second one. So, so if you Google that, you should be, or not Google it, if you go to YouTube and then search that, you should be able to find it. Or if you go to YouTube and search If You Have an Egg, then you can find all of them, and you can find all of the chats, and if you subscribe, then it pulls it up really easily. So, oh, and Melissa's asking if the 100th will be an anniversary chat. Sure, that sounds good. Yeah, it should be. It should be. It will be the 100th chat. Yeah, so 100 times. So, okay. So you can do that. So, yeah. So you can find them on YouTube, and I just told you how to find them on YouTube. Most of them, I believe, are posted here on the Facebook page. And Casey she's been updating here on the Facebook page. The pinned post is like a running list of all of the chats. So from here on the page, I don't want you to jump out of the chat just yet, but from here on the page, if you go back to the pinned post, and so that the pinned post means it's the very first one at the top of our Facebook page, and I think it even has like a little thumbtack, you know, kind of a symbol on it. That's the pinned post, and it has a list of all the chats with the date that they were on there, and you can just click on each one of them. But yes, there is an Aldi chat. Okay, I'm gonna look away over here, so if y'all are saying stuff I need to know, you're just gonna have to shout at me or something. So I'm gonna read a couple of the questions that we had this week first. I've been trying to read a couple of questions every week of people who have not been able to join a live chat yet. Some of them are new to the If You Have an Egg closed group, and they haven't been to a live chat yet. So anyway, I've been trying to answer, you know, a couple of their questions so that they can have them answered live, you know, since they're not here. And if you want to join the If You Have an Egg closed group, I'll post the link when we get done here, or if somebody wants to grab it and post it, that would be great. But do not forget, you have to answer the 3 questions. If you don't answer the 3 questions, I will skip you. I do have it down to an almost manageable number now. I've got the requests down to just right over 200. I mean, we were at like 1,500 requests at one point, and there are almost 12,000 people in the group now. That's a lot, you know, for us to, remember, we're doing this for free. So that's a lot of people to sort through. So a long time ago, I had to decide I cannot go through and check every single person that's trying to come in, because I want them to be real people, you know. But anyway, so please answer the 3 questions if you want to join the group. So the questions that I had this week were a new member to the group, Susan T. She said, does anyone else have some weird food combos that they just can't live without? So, do y'all have any weird food combos that you just can't live without? Any strange things that you put together, or things that you think are strange? They may not be strange to everybody else, but she's wanting to know, does anyone else have some weird food combos that they just can't live without? So, would love to hear some here. I've had to learn to live without mine, because when I have it doesn't end well. I have not found, this is the one thing that I have not found a successful way to control, and that is a big bag of potato chips and a glass of skim milk. Yeah, and I know that's kind of weird, and a lot of people say, I've never even thought about drinking milk with potato chips, but I love it. But, you know, she's curious if any of the rest of you have any weird food, you know, combinations. Oh, Stephanie says A1 with a baked potato. That actually sounds pretty good. It actually sounds really pretty good. Chili, Debbie says chili on slaw dogs, yeah. So y'all keep, you know, talking, because I guess she's wanting some advice on how, I think what the next question was going to be, then how do you live, you know, how do you incorporate that into your Weight Watchers plan? So, yeah, y'all keep answering her, and we'll share these with her later. Then new member Cheryl S. said she wanted to know, if she rinses pineapple that's packed in its own juice, will it be 0 points? I personally say yes. I know that there is some, there is some debate on that as to whether or not, if it's already canned or in a container. I thought I had some sitting here. If it was already canned, or if it was already in a container, Or, ooh, Bonnie's is peanut butter and bacon toast. Okay. But me personally, if it was packed in its own juice, or if it was packed in water, then I drain it. And if it was packed in water, I just drain it and then eat it. If it was packed in its own juice, I drain it. Hey Dolly, I will rinse it, and then I will use it, and I count it as 0. And that works for me. But I do limit my fruit. So I'll limit my fruit to no more than 5. I try to limit my fruit to no more than 5 servings a day. So that works for me. If you do that, so I would like to say to Cheryl, to new member Cheryl, and to anyone else, if you see that that's causing you a problem, then just start counting it. Just maybe count it as a point or something. But I do count it as 0. And then new Egglet Rosie M says, I have been watching as many of the shows. She calls them shows. Hey, Teresa. So she said, I've been watching as many of the shows as I can. Is there a list of all of them? So yes, Rosie, and that's very exciting that you've been watching as many as you could. So yes, again, and I know I just said it a few minutes ago, but yes, there is a list, a running list on Facebook here on the Facebook page. And again, it's the pinned post, and it has all of them on there. And then on YouTube, if you search If You Have an Egg, and if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you don't have to subscribe, but I would love it if you did. But if you subscribe, then it will pull up. You can see my playlist. So I have a playlist called If You Have an Egg, or it's called Weight Watchers Ideas. And if you follow that playlist, then yes, you can see all of them. And the one that's on YouTube. And John's on the phone. He promised me he would be quiet. But anyway, so if you go to that playlist, you can see them all. Okay, so let's talk about last week briefly. So last week was Bring on the Barbecue. But welcome all the new people. So welcome everyone who's new. And if you're new with us tonight, if you have never joined one of our chats before, we would love it if you would say hello and let us know that it is your first chat so that we can welcome you. So this was last week's weekly. If you attend a physical meeting, you can pick these up. So obviously I got mine. And if you attend a physical meeting and you miss a week, they should have extras of these. And if you're online only, you can pull this up online. My app, I don't know, the last couple of weeks, my app doesn't pull up what this is. Like, I've been having to go online to get them. So I don't know if it's just me. Hey, it's Patricia's first chat. Hello, Patricia. And it's Marie's first chat. Hello. Everybody say hello to Patricia and to Marie. Hello. And it's Donnell's first time. Hello, Donnell. Welcome for the first time. And Donnell is Donnelle. And it's Christy's first chat, Christy. Hello, Christy. Yeah. Hello. Hello, all the new people. Yeah, and let's see. Sarah says, I'm new to the chat, but it's my 3rd week on Weight Watchers. Awesome. Yeah, everybody say welcome to Sarah. And let's see. Julie says, it's my first chat, but I follow you on Instagram as, yeah, I know that one. Yeah, hello, Julie. Everybody say hello to Julie. Awesome. Oh, my goodness. And Carol. It's Carol's first time. Welcome, Carol. Good grief. Gosh, there's a lot of new people. Hey, Rebecca. It's Rebecca's first time, and she says, love your recipes. Looking forward to that Watergate recipe. Yeah, so that's one of the things that I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah. That's one of the things I'm supposed to be doing is getting all those recipes on there. Let's put it this way. I have so many recipes that I'm supposed to already have on there. And remember, it's free. I'm not getting paid to do this. But I have so many recipes that are already supposed to be posted that John actually he brought home an easel. He brought home a, hey, Raylene's first time, I think. Yes. Hello. Oh, it's Linda's first time. Hello. But he brought home an easel and one of those flip chart things, like the big thing. Hey, Kurt, with the flip thing. Yeah, so I could write them down and then just, rip it off as I get the new ones posted. But anyway, okay, and wait. Tony Ann. Is it Tony Ann? Am I saying that correctly? I believe it's Tony Ann. It's your first chat. Hello, it's TONIANN. Hello. Awesome. And it's Christine's first time on the chat. Everybody welcome Christine. Hello. This is so exciting. It's so exciting. So back to this one. This is your weekly. I have a, yes, yeah, Teresa says I need a volunteer personal assistant. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, well, and poor Casey. Poor Casey. Poor Casey. And Debbie says, do them on the way here. Yeah, so I tried that today, Debbie. And Dusty, you know, of course, has to be all up in my business. And so that was kind of hard to type. But anyway, okay. So, and Ellen is a lifetimer back at it again. Awesome. Yeah, and Toriana said it correctly. Good. So these have not been coming up for me great on my app. Looks like a couple of you all have had trouble too. So I get the physical one when I go to my meeting, and I've actually had to log on to a computer when, oh, and Rebecca loves a Wago recipe and has even recommended it to the Weight Watchers member in her group. Yay! Which just reminded me what I was going to say a few minutes ago about YouTube. If you go to YouTube, some of the recipes are on there too. So that YouTube also has recipes and not just chats. Okay. So this, you know, you can pick these up. So last week was Bring on the Barbecue. And we talked about some different things to barbecue. The Watergate, the Weight Watcher Gate, the Weight Watcher Gate salad that we did last week. I have not put that up yet. Yeah, and Ellen wants to know if there's a video about my progress. No, but I do need to do a video about the the story behind the egg, which is also on our blog, www.ifyouhaveanegg.com. It's all there. So last week we were talking about doing, you know, cookout things, and the Weight Watcher Gate salad that I made, that instead of, do you remember the Watergate salad was 9 smart points for a half of a cup, and the one that we made last week was 3 smart points for a half of a cup. So yeah, that's one of the recipes I've got to get up. But does anybody remember your homework from last week? Excuse me, does anybody remember your homework? Any homework people here? Oh, because if we want to have fun, you've got to tell me about your homework. We only have 24 minutes to have fun. Anybody? Homework? Did anybody make the peanut chipotle? Yeah, and Melanie, Talk to Text doesn't like mine either. Yeah. Oh gosh, and Sybil said it crossed her mind that we both have issues with eggs, and she has an issue frying eggs. That's easy. Frying eggs are easy. That's easy. I'll show you how to do it sometime. Okay, yes, so Sybil and Lacey, both right. So your homework last week was to take something that you normally have at a cookout, or that you normally make for a cookout, and either lighten it up, either Weight Watcherify it, so make it into a, you know, something that that you could take with you, or that you could have if you're having everybody at your place for the July 4th, or for Canada Day. And or just to take something, so it didn't even have to be anything fancy, like you didn't have to make, you know, come up with something elaborate to make. You know, you could, remember we talked about the little personal size watermelons, you could cut those up, you know, cut those in half, cut them up, and there was another chat, and I posted it in last week's, where you could go back and see what we did last year at this time, and it was in, you know, to lighten up some things, or to take the little personal watermelons, cut them in two, cut up some fruit, and then restuff them, because those are adorable, and people love to walk around with those. But it looks like quite a few of you took one of your favorite recipes and lightened it up for your holiday meal. So awesome. So girls who did your homework, bravo stickers, girls. Yeah, and can you tell I'm already getting happy feet? So I have this out, I've already got this on, I've already got the camping shirt on. Let's just go and not come back for a while. Yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm gonna be worthless at work this week. Yeah, which is kind of bad since I own it and have to make sure everything's done. Those are some great ideas. I love what's coming up here. And Michelle accidentally did her homework. Good job. So some of these things y'all are talking about, they look yummy, and of course they're flying by me, but please post the recipe, and you can either post it here on the page, or you can post it if you are in the closed Facebook group. You can post it there. You can post it in our file section, and then we can all pull it up. Yeah, and then we can all pull it up. Okay, this week we're talking about, of course it's still summer, so this week we are talking about jump into summer fun. Jump into summer fun. And our leader, Gwen, asked us to think about some things that we were in awe of, because she was really trying to make this summer about, just finding things that that might be things that you just take for granted, or things that you could do, or do often, that you would be that maybe you would be in awe of. And we were talking about things like whale watching, or I'm sorry, dolphin watching. So somebody in our physical group was talking about that's something that she's just in awe of, is or like the dolphin excursions, where you go watch the dolphins play in the water. And somebody else was talking about, of course, we've been whale watching and we loved it, hiking in the mountains. There were lots of great things that people were talking about that they're just absolutely in awe of. So we were trying to figure out ways to, during our meeting, we were trying to figure out ways to incorporate that into moving some more and finding some ways to have fun, this summer. Oh, before I go on, holy cow, look at the recipe this week. It is, and yes, I know it's backwards, it's a scrambled egg breakfast taco. And y'all know how much I love my eggs, and I love tacos, and yeah, this looks great, a scrambled egg breakfast taco. Anyway, okay, so what they were talking about this week, and then we do have a bag full of fun down here to go through. What they were talking about this week was summertime, equals vacation, whether a vacation means going away, whether it means going away, or whether it means staying at home. Lots of people are having staycations now. A lot of people are doing, little swaps, like you might not go that far away. We've got one of the girls at work. She went to Charleston and stayed with her aunt, and had a great vacation, but it wasn't big, fancy, didn't spend a lot of money, but she had a great time. So, we're talking about, doing physical activity, though, whether you're doing a staycation or a vacation, whatever you're doing this summer, about adding physical activity, finding ways to add physical activity, and to make it easy to add physical activity, and to, oh, Lynn, did you try this? Is this what you're talking about? This, Lynn? Did you try that? Because if you did, yeah, she says it was good. But finding ways to increase your physical activity. So did you know that ramping up your physical activity can lead to 20% greater weight loss than changing your eating habits alone? So I do not exercise to lose weight. Oh yeah, and yeah, Lynn says that yes, it was that recipe. Yum. So I don't exercise necessarily to lose weight, but and Lacey wants to know if I'm going to the new Toy Story Land. Am I, Debbie? Am I going to the new Toy Story Land? Lacey wants to know. Yeah, Lacey, that's the whole reason we're going. That is the entire reason that we're going. And Sylvia says, where do you take your trailer at Disney World? Like, we go to Fort Wilderness. We stay at Fort Wilderness every single time. But anyway, so, okay, we have to stay on this. I'll try to go back and answer these later. But anyway, so I don't exercise to lose weight, but I'm a firm believer that A, it makes me feel better in my clothes. B, I think it helps your metabolism already to be a little bit higher. If you have more muscle doesn't weigh any more than fat. A pound is a pound is a pound is a pound is a pound. That's a whole other chat, and we have had that chat. But I believe it does help me burn off energy. It makes me feel better. It makes me feel better about myself. So I believe this 20% more weight loss when it's combined. But what they're talking about this week is exploring your world. And so while you're having either the staycation or the vacation, what can you do to explore your world, or to see, have something, an awe moment, just a, oh wow, that is so cool, whatever moment. And so they're talking about, choosing from these ideas, or, adding one of your own. And their suggestions were looking for shells on the beach, walking around your neighborhood or a new one, hiking or going on a nature walk, swimming in your hotel or local pool, cycling around a new city, close to or far from home, stand-up paddleboarding, gardening, golfing, and playing volleyball. And then they want you to set a moving goal to help you stay motivated. The more detailed it is, the more likely you'll stick to it. What, buddy? For some reason, Dusty's just randomly crying. But anyway, the more detailed it is, the more likely you'll stick with it. So we're going to spend the whole rest of the time talking about mine. You can already guess what your homework is. Your homework is going to be to do what I'm getting ready to do here. So hold on, I'll pet Dusty real quick. What is it, buddy? What's going on? What's going on? Oh, for some reason, he's already wanting to get up, but he can't get up yet because we're still talking. Okay, so as we're going through this for me, then this is what your homework is going to be. So pay close attention. This is your homework. So when you set the moving goal, and we're getting ready to set mine here, is, you know, first they want to know, what are you going to do? So you know how much I love your pen and paper, so I want you to write down what you're going to do. Hey, John. Hold on a second. John. Yeah. Can you come get him and put him in bed? I think he figured out that John was laying in the bed, and I think that's what's wrong. But anyway, so we're going to do, so setting the goal for mine. Can he come get in the bed? He's crying. Come on, Daddy. What? Go with Daddy. Okay, let's say hi to him real quick because he's going to go bye-bye. Tell everybody bye because he's going to go get in the bed. Okay, so we're going to set my goal while we're talking about the homework. So you'll know just to write, you know, to write this down for yourself, or if you get the, he was like, somebody's gone to bed and it's not me. But anyway, so while we're talking about mine, you're going to write down, or if you have this, you know, you can go ahead and fill it out for your homework. So this is your homework for next week. So the first thing was, what will I do? Okay, so mine, I just wrote Disney Speed Day. And I'll explain what that means in a few minutes. And then when will I do it? Next week. Because we'll be there next week. And then, where will I do it? Disney. Of course, Disney. And who will I do it with? John and Dusty. So, what mine is, and this is easy, it's fairly easy for me, except I have stepped it up a notch this time. So Disney, John and I always do a Disney Speed Day, and in case you haven't been around very much, you'll come to find out, you'll come to figure out that John and I are, oh, Teresa's got to go. She has to leave her house by 4:15. Eee, that's like nighttime. But John and I are a little bit addicted to Disney, so you'll notice, you know, we're already ready to go. There's a hidden, not so hidden Mickey over here. But so I always get over 20,000 steps every single day while I'm at Disney. And when Dusty goes with us, he walks with me. And so, you know, and we always get that done. And when it's John and I, we always have what we call a Disney Speed Day, where we pick one day while we're there, and we go to all 4 parks, and we ride as many rides as we can at all 4 parks. So what my goal is for this year, though, but this year we are also taking bicycles. So we are not, or this trip, sometimes we go twice a year, but this trip we are not, we're not getting a golf cart. John is having he's having our bicycles refurbished so that we can take them, and he got a bicycle rack to go on the back of our camper. So we are getting ready to be the coolest old people that we know, because we'll have the new to us teeny tiny pop-up camper, and it's tiny, it's like this big. So we'll have the new to us pop-up camper, and he ordered the bike rack, and he's getting our bikes refurbished, and we are and Celine wants to know what Dusty does while we're riding the rides. He goes to Best Friend's Pet Hotel, and he ordered a basket to go on the front. And Dusty will, while we're riding back and forth in the campground, then Dusty has a little basket to sit in. Okay, but here's what my challenge is, because we only have 12 minutes now to go through my bag of fun. And Teresa's son is having a colonoscopy, I think. So let us know how it goes. But anyway, so what we're doing for this time, what my Explore Your World goal is, my homework for this week, and you know, of course I'm going to do my homework, but my homework is we're going to do our Disney Speed Day, but on the Disney Speed Day, I'm going to try and get 30,000. Now, let's see, that'd be 30,000, let me see, 100,000, 10,000, 30,000, I think. Anyway, I think it's 30,000, I think is how many it is, steps that day. So I'm going to try and get 30,000 steps that day. Okay, that's my challenge. So your homework, and we're not done talking yet, so don't run away just yet. But the homework is, and this is your homework for next week. So the homework was, so you were going to set a goal, and it doesn't have to be something giant like 30,000. I mean, 30,000 for speed day, that's only like 5,000 steps more than I normally get for Disney. So it's, yeah, I'm going to have to push it. I'm going to have to push it, to the limit. Push. But you don't have to go crazy like that. You can do something small, like, swim in the hotel pool or something, something. You don't have to go berserk or play cornhole with the kids or frisbee or something like that. But you need to write down on something, because this is your homework for next week, what you're going to do. So mine is a 30,000 step Disney speed day. That's what I'm going to do. When will I do it? Next week, because that's when we're going to Disney. Where will I do it? Disney. And who will I do it with? John and Dusty, because Dusty, believe it or not, Dusty and I will still get up and walk first that morning, and then before we go to the park. Okay, so, but how am I going to make sure that that happens? Hey, Jerry, how am I going to make sure that that happens? So, how I'm going to make sure that that happens is I'm going to pack for success. So, I'm going to show you all. People ask me all the time how I pack for Disney. Now, how I pack for Disney could be, and Kay's already got 23,712 steps today. Awesome. Okay, how I pack for Disney, you could use this for any theme park, because I pack for a theme park. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm going to show you just like I go. So, how I pack for Disney, you could do for any theme park. You could do for Dollywood if you live near here. You could do for Six Flags. You could do for Kings Island. You could do for any of those. So this is how I do it. So I'm going to show you how I pack for Disney, because you could also use this at the lake. You could use it at the beach. You could use it at the mountains. You could use it if you're just going to a friend's house to have fun next to the pool. This will totally work then. Okay, first of all, you have to have on the correct shirt. This is my camping shirt. Well, my I want to go camping shirt. So Casey got me a new backpack because my other one was falling apart. So you can see that it's just a regular backpack. Okay, the reason this is good for the lake or the beach or somebody's pool is because everything inside of here, if it accidentally got dumped out, it's not going to get wet. So while we're at the park, this works for Disney. This is how I'm going to make sure that I am packed for success. Again, this will work a lot of different places, but at a theme park in particular, you can take in, depending on the theme park, you can take in a lot of different things that are going to help you stay on track. Most theme parks, I don't know about all theme parks, but all of the ones that we go to, you can take in some of your own things. You don't have to just purchase their stuff. If you are going to do this, and especially if I'm going to get this 30,000 steps in, I've got to be prepared. So first things first, I have 2 bottles of water. 2 bottles of water. So most backpacks have something on each side. You always take in as much water as you can. Disney in particular has refillable mugs. And if you haven't seen the My Disney Cup parody on YouTube, it's hilarious. It's, My Disney Cup, I fill you up, let's have a party. So I always have my Disney cup with me. And I have it on a carabiner on the back of my backpack. I always have extra hair things. I always have extra bobby pins. Okay, so this is how you need to pack though if you're going into a theme park. This is going to save you time. It's going to make it faster, and it's going to make you be able to get your 30,000 steps in, or whatever your goal is and that you're getting in. Okay, this is just a Ziploc bag, but this is a Ziploc bag from a thing of Trader Joe's coffee, so it always smells good, but these are extra. I always bring extra plastic utensils with me wherever we go. Then I always have a gallon Ziploc bag with, and I'm not going to go through everything in this one because we only have 7 minutes, but I always have an extra gallon Ziploc bag with things like an extra pair of socks. Because if I'm gonna walk 30,000 steps, I gotta make sure I've got some extra stops. Oh yeah, and Debbie reminds us all of the quick service gives free water. Yes, they do. I always have an extra backup phone charger. Hey, Marlene, an extra backup phone charger so that that's not gonna slow me down. I can just plug my phone in, stick it in my backpack, and go. Lip stuff, always. If Casey's still there, she knows the importance of lip stuff. A little pack of Band-Aids. You're gonna need that. gum, because at some point during the day, you know, I'm gonna need some gum. While Dusty's walking with me, Musher's friend, if you have, or Musher's secret, if you have a dog, and you're going to be including him or her in this activity, you need some of this. This is just stuff that you can, I'll quickly show it to you. This is just some stuff that you can put on their, the pads of their feet while it's so hot outside. Can you see that? And it works on sand, it works on asphalt, things like that. We just started getting this. Our dog walker highly recommended it, and we love it. And it smells pretty good too. But anyway, so I keep that in there for him. Some extra lotion, you know, just in case. If you're fair-skinned, like Alan, would explode in the sun. Maybe some sunscreen. I don't keep sunscreen in here. Ibuprofen, some medicine, more hair thingies, and a microfiber cloth to towel off with, and an extra phone charger. Okay, so if you're gonna have a successful day, and Dolly, are you asking about the Musher's Secret? Because if you are, I ordered it on Amazon. Yeah, Debbie, are you asking about this? Musher's Secret. Can y'all see that? I know it's backwards, but it's Musher's Secret if that's what y'all are asking about. And then always this, we do not leave home without lip stuff. Okay, so if I'm gonna have a successful 30,000, that's gotta be in there. Then the second part is, and again, and this is not just for people that are doing 30,000 steps. This is for Disney, Dollywood, the beach, the lake, whatever, just to be prepared so that you can be, thank you Casey, the Musher's Secret, so that you can be prepared. Okay, then I pack another bag that has snacks in it, so that if we're standing in line and we get bored, you know, and they all have, you know, the points values written on them. So I always have peanut butter crackers, and I'll tell you, the peanut butter crackers, good night Dolly, the peanut butter crackers came in really handy last year, I think it was. We were in line, and Debbie, we have rain jackets. We have fold-up rain jackets that we put in there, because Debbie said poncho. And yes, yeah, and next week it's like 80% chance of rain, so we will have the fold-up rain jackets the whole time. But last year, it was like 2 visits ago, I think, this came in, the peanut butter crackers came in really handy because somebody was getting ready to get on Rock and Roller Coaster and had not eaten breakfast yet. And he kind of like flaked out in the line. So I stuffed him full of this and a bottle of water. And by the time the paramedics got up there, he was already good again. Okay, applesauce. And remember the utensils, the plastic utensils that I keep in another one. So unsweetened applesauce, that's 0. I always have Mentos. These are one smart point per piece of candy. Little packs of nuts. Because, you know, we're going to be running. Those are 3 smart points each. And you notice these are all in 2s. This is a water enhancer that is 1 smart point, but this has a lot of electrolytes in it because we're going to be super tired. I make our own snack mix, and these are 3 smart points for the little bag. And let's see, the last one in this one, more gum, and the last one in this one is some turkey jerky. That is 2 smart points per serving, or 5 for the whole bag. So these are all already prepared. And I'm hurrying because I got to show you the last one's the most important. These are all already prepared so that when we go through security, at Disney, I'll be pulling out 4 clear Ziploc bags that they can see through. And trust me, your trip through the line at security is much faster. Oops, there went my Disney cup. It's much faster if you have it in the clear Ziploc bags. Plus, if this is a water event or if we go on a water ride, everything's gonna be dry. Okay, this is the most important one. This is our lunch. So, and it's not gonna work out as well since I just emptied out my backpack, but this is what I pack for our lunch. So if we're gonna be standing in a lot of lines, I have, again, it's another clear Ziploc baggie, and this is what I take. So the reason I have my backpack on like this, to show you all this part, is because normally it has all the rest of this in here, and I will turn the backpack around while we're in line. And the best place we ever did this was in a 3-hour line for Harry Potter for the Gringotts ride, which I know is not at Disney. But, so I had all my stuff in my backpack like I normally do. I turned it around, but I had packed for 3 because Casey was with us. I turned it around, everything was still in here, and I used the backpack as a table, and I made our lunch while we were in line, and everybody else in line was like, oh, where did did you get food? And I was like, I brought our food. I brought it with us. Okay, but I'll take that off since I just showed y'all how to do that. But this is what I pack in the lunch. This is the lunch one. This is the, we're gonna be standing in line at lunchtime one, or we're doing a speed date and don't have time to stop. So you can get little wet naps, and you can get those from anywhere. These are the little tuna packs that we've been talking again. And remember, I've got another little Ziploc baggie with plasticware in it, so we could just open one of these and eat it, already marked with the points, so I don't have to worry about that. But my favorite thing to do, oh, we always put some kind of sturdy fruit that doesn't have to be refrigerated, like normally clementines. For this example, I put 4 in there because these are, what are those little oranges are called? They're tiny. But this is our staple. So this is what we normally do. A Jif to-go cup. For half of the Jif to-go cup, it's 4 smart points. For the whole thing, it's 8. So I packed 2 of those just in case, but normally we just use a half of one. And then 2 Olay, or for however many people you are packing for in your backpack. So in this case, it was 2 Olay Wellness, Extreme Wellness tortillas. This. And then I have 2 bananas in here. And remember, I had my little thing of plasticware. So, or like in this one, the one for lunch, I have an extra little, knife in here. So I turn the backpack around. I make my little table out of the stuff that's still in the backpack. I take one, I use this Ziploc baggie as a plate. I take one of these out, spread half of this on there, peel the banana, slice it up or roll it up, roll it up in this, and then hand that to the first person, and then do the next one and the next one and the next one, and however many we have, however many of those we have. And then we do have, the snacks and things to go with it. So if I use half of one of these and one of these, then we just had lunch. We just had lunch for 5 smart points while we're waiting in line, and everything being in a Ziploc bag. When I'm done, the empty container, the dirty fork, or the dirty knife, the banana peel, if I have peels left from this, if I have empty tuna containers, whatever, it goes right back in the bag, zip it up, and then that whole thing gets thrown away. So who's exhausted now from watching my Disney backpack packing? Oh yeah, and Debbie just reminded us they have Baby Bell cheese snacks at Toy Story Land. Yay! So this also, everything that I just had, all the food that I just had in my backpack, the water, the gum, the bananas, the Olay Extreme Wellness, the Jif, the tuna, all of this, that's less than, that's less than like $6 in food, probably. Yeah, and that's enough food for more than one trip through. I just like to make a variety, so that, because sometimes you get there and you go, I don't want a clementine, I want a banana, or I want applesauce, or I want, whatever, the nuts that I packed, or, one of the other snacks. Okay. And Tanya says, great idea, but it seems like that would be heavy. It is really not. It's really not heavy. What's heavy, Tanya, is the 2 bottles of water. So the 2 bottles of water are the heaviest part, and make sure that you use a backpack. Casey just got me this. She got me this for my birthday. But make sure you get a backpack. Do not try this. Do not try this with a string backpack. Trust me, I nearly killed myself the first time that I tried it with one of those little, I thought that would be better because it's a little lighter weight. No. And this backpack that Casey just got me also folds up in itself, so when it's empty. But the 2 bottles of water are the heaviest part, and trust me, like this next week, those 2 bottles of water, they're gonna be gone. They'll probably be gone by 10 or 11 o'clock because it's so hot in Florida right now. Then we'll start paying for the $3 and $4 water that's down there. But we also, if you're at Disney, and we're at 9:03, so I'll stop talking soon. But oh, and Kim wants to know, where do you put the backpack when you get on the rides? Well, at Disney, there's leg room for everything. So there is not a ride at Disney that I cannot take my backpack on. I just put it at my feet. Always. I always just put it in at my feet. Maybe a ride or 2 that I keep it in my lap, but everything I put it in my feet. There is not one ride at Disney that I cannot take that on. And it being in the additional, the Ziploc bags inside of that, if I ride, the Calamari River Rapids, or if I ride Splash Mountain or something like that, if I get wet, if it's, you know, like if I get splashed and I get wet, guess what? Everything, the backpack might get wet, but everything that's inside of the backpack is dry. It's perfectly dry. And I keep a couple of others in the, I keep a couple of other Ziploc baggies in my backpack. So if I need to put my cell phone or like my billfold or something, because I just take a little bitty tiny billfold. But if you go to Disney, be sure and get, if you're going to stay more than a couple of days, be sure and get a refillable cup. And remember to watch the My Disney Cup. I fill you up and let's have a party. Be sure and watch that video. That's not mine. That's not my video. It's on YouTube. But these, all of the resorts, if you're staying on property at Disney, all of the resorts have refill stations for these. And trust me, if you're going to be there more than a couple of days, we always buy these for length of stay. And length of stay is, you know, however long you're there, up, and then it's up to 2 weeks. But you can get coffee, you can get hot chocolate, you can get soft drinks, you can get lemonade. But all of the resort areas have these, and you will end up saving some money. Plus, if you're in the park, you cannot refill these in the park, but you can put water from the water fountain in them. So, okay, so y'all know what your homework is, right? Your homework is, because it is 9:05, so we need to wrap it up. Your homework is to figure out what you're going to do. And again, remember, you don't have to have a 30,000 step speed day. You don't have to do that. That's extreme, but we love it. We love doing it, and I'm just going to try and pump up some extra steps out of it. But pick what you're going to do. When you're going to do it, I want you to write it down so that you actually do it. So what you're going to do, oh, and thank you, Mary says my hair looks great today. Thank you. But I want you to pick what you're going to do, when you're going to do it. So for me, it's next week. So what I'm going to do is my 30,000 step Disney speed day. When you're going to do it, mine is going to be next week. Where you're going to do it, mine's going to be Disney. And who you'll do it with. And the speed day, it will be with John and Dusty. And I'll start the day with Dusty, and I will go the rest of the day with John, and end the day with John. So everybody pack yourself a bag. And I have a mini version of this, not with so much food, but a mini version of this that I always have with me. I always have it in the car with me, so that when Casey and I go to Planet Fitness, or Karen and I walk, or, you know, if we just have a little impromptu, we get invited somewhere, I always have some form of this with me. So everybody have a great week. And, you know, I want to see what your ideas were for the things that you came up with to help you stay active, to get you active, and to help you stay active this summer. We will have a chat next Sunday night. It should be on location somewhere at Disney. I don't think we've decided yet. Just depends on what the schedule looks like. But yeah, and then the week after that, we'll be driving. So it's going to be another one of those sketchy ones in 2 weeks. But anyway, so everybody have a great week, and we'll see you live on location from Disney next Sunday. Good night.